Alabama. They win the BCS championship behind A.J. McCarron.
Before he earned a ring, he wore a band given to him by a little girl with a message that echoes and a bond that endures.
We both been through tough times. The doctors both told our families we were supposed to die. You know, to me, we're both miracles.
The big quarterback and the little girl met Christmas Eve 2011. A.J. McCarron and his family were delivering presents to children at a hospital in Mobile, Alabama. A hospital his family knew all too well as the place that saved McCarron's life when he was a little boy.
A.J. was in a wave runner accident when he was 5 years old.
Crushed the left side of my face, almost the back part of my head. My eye was hanging out by a few tendons. I got to the hospital and they told my parents I was gonna die.
It still seems like a fog coming into a hospital and being told that my child more than likely was not going to leave the hospital, and if he did survive, that he would be a vegetable. It was just an amazing recovery. He's just a little miracle.
I acted God. He wanted me to have a second chance at life, and I kind of took it as, you know, he had me here for a reason.
Almost 20 years later, McCarron returned to the hospital as Alabama's starting quarterback, preparing for his first national championship game. On that Christmas Eve visit, he met a young fan named Starla.
She loves Alabama football. If she sees someone with an Alabama shirt on, she'll say, "Roll Tide."
She gets it from me. I'm cheering hard like I'm at the game at all times, so she's right with me with the Roll Tides.
Roll Tide.
Shortly before her third birthday, Starla began to suffer from leg pain and fatigue. After a series of tests, the family received the diagnosis: acute myeloid leukemia.
Just hearing those words come out of his mouth as a mother, I didn't think that there was any more that I could hear.
Just before her chemotherapy treatments were set to start, it was Starla who tried to ease her parents' fears by saying the two words that would become the family's mission: just trust.
I was talking to my daughter the night that she was diagnosed, and I said, Starla, what's going on in your head right now? And she said, "Dad, just trust, Dad." And ever since then, we just been trusting because Starla told us to.
It means that you have to trust. I want them to trust that I would stay.
Starla, do you have some gifts to give them?
When McCarron met Starla that day, the family gave him a gift.
I was sitting there talking to her dad, and after a while, she just stuck out her little bracelet.
Team Starla.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna wear it in the game.
Yay!
And I told her I'd wear it in the national championship game and wouldn't take it off.
After Christmas, as McCarron continued to prepare for the title game, his mother kept him updated on Starla's condition. The low point came January 3rd, 2012.
She was already looking lethargic, and the next thing I know, she went into a seizure, and then from there I knew she wasn't breathing. She started turning blue, and I seen her, and she wasn't Starla. I mean, she was gone. I lost my daughter for a moment there. It's any parent's worst nightmare.
After suffering cardiac arrest, Starla was revived, but even then, given less than a week to live. Six days later, the Crimson Tide took on LSU for the national title, with McCarron under center. By Starla's bedside, the family watched from the hospital.
She was still on the ventilator. We turned the game on, and we yelled and we cheered.
McCarron gonna go deep. caught.
And Starla's blood pressure went up every time we cheered, and we would stop, her blood pressure would even out.
AJ threw his hand up like that, and I was like, man, he has on the bracelet for real. It was very special.
I remember standing by Starla's bed and just whispered to her, he's wearing your bracelet. And that meant a lot to me because he said he was gonna do it, and he actually did it.
Just days after the BCS and a shoulder surgery, McCarron came back to the hospital. One miracle, checking up on another.
I remember saying, hey, pretty girl, and you could just see that her cheeks just started raising up on her head.
Oh man, she smiled. She smiled.
The relationship between the big quarterback and the little girl has only deepened. In March 2012, McCarron became Starla's godfather. Now, as he enters his final season and seeks his third ring, he still wears a rubber bracelet for two friends, two fates, two words.
He kept his promise, and it's very special to know that he wants to be a part of her like that. And every single day knowing that when he looks at his wrist, he has a part of Starla with him.